All right, we're out here at the property today trying to get line cleared through the trees for the power line. And so I had some guys come out and cut some cedar. They took all the cedar, kind of got it out, and then I need them to drop the rest of these big trees, but they wanted me to get some of it cleaned up so they could get in there. Just too many trees down, they can't maneuver around. So rented this today. Haven't bought one yet. I've been looking. They're pretty pricey. So I decided to rent one for now. It's been helpful. Wish I had a little more horsepower, so it's probably good that I rented one to get a feel of what kind of horsepower I need. But anyways, we're gonna keep on cutting through here. There's about 550 feet or so, give or take, of trees that we got to cut a line through. I have to clear 30 feet wide, ground to sky, for the power company to put in their power line. So that's what we're doing. Got all these piles kind of moved out of here this morning. And I'm gonna save some of the big stuff, like there's some oak in there and some other junk trees. I don't know what the other stuff, it's like elm or I don't know what it is. I'm not super familiar with the trees around here. I know they got some oak in here, so nobody seems to want the oak though, which is kind of surprising. I thought that was a good hardwood to do stuff with. But so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep some of the big stuff and then split it and sell it for firewood. I know it's good firewood if nobody else will take it. So anyways, I'll probably set this up on a time lapse because I think it's kind of slow going, so I'll just do a little time lapse here. I don't think I've done a time lapse for a while. And we'll just kind of keep trucking through here, see if we can get some of this cleaned up a little better. All right, we started down low where the road was. You can see the excavator there. This is existing roadway here, or whatever you want to call it, trail through the trees. And I'm gonna bring the excavator up here, and I got a stake over there, maybe somewhere right in that neck of the woods, that I'm gonna start working through on the excavator coming from the other side. So don't know if you guys know what that is, but if you got pigs where you're at, you do. We got a bunch of wild hogs here. And so what these are is hog feeders. They're chained to that T-post, and then they push it around. You can see the holes in there. There's some corn and some other stuff in there, but you can see my other camera right there. Baiting them so we can, you know, have a little fun. So there's a couple deer out here too. I've seen on my game cameras. Hunting season's coming up, so I do deer hunt. And I don't know, we'll see if my neighbor lets me hunt. He's been letting me hog hunt this other area. I don't know if he's gonna let me deer hunt. Like up where that big oak tree is, that's not my property. I don't know if you can see. There's a little bush right there. That's about the corner where you can see where the mow is. And then there's another one kind of that way. And that's the corner of my property. This is the upper part right up here. And this is kind of close to where we're gonna build the house right on this side. So But then all that's open. There's a big pond up there and some other stuff. But you can see where this other marker is right here, this corner stake. So I'm gonna bring the excavator up here and basically gonna shoot a straight line through here and try to get it marked, or at least a little better, so the guys cutting all the trees down can kind of see where I think they came out down there, and I don't want them to come out down there. So I'm just gonna kind of make this a little more clear for them. But anyways, we'll set this up in time lapse also and see what happens. All right, one of the little time-lapse videos I did wasn't working, but you got me when I was cutting it down. So that excavator is not strong enough to rip these little saplings out, which is kind of disappointing. So I went and took my chainsaw, cut them down, and then just moved them all with the excavator. But this will give me a good, or I guess give the guys a good reference point. I got to go through maybe tomorrow or something. I'm getting pretty close to wrapping up here for today. It's starting to get hot. Somewhere through here, I think what I'm going to do is walk through here and try to mark it with ribbons so they can kind of see what's what. But anyway, you can see. And then all these piles, once we have a burn ban on right now because it's so dry, but once that's off, I'll just burn all these piles of brush. So I'm gonna go down to the other end and do a few things, but pretty much it for today. So thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one.